Whoever controls the images control your self-esteem, self-respect, and self-development. Whoever controls your history controls your vision. A quote by Dr. Leonard Jeffries in the continental United States of America. Welcome to the Young Elders channel. Today, we are going to be discussing a dynamic, mysterious, and impactful woman of history, Queen Khalifa of California. Join us now as we embark on a journey to unravel the enigma of Queen Khalifa, the Black warrior queen who may hold the key to California's namesake. Our quest will take us through ancient manuscripts, historical records, and the very landscapes that may have inspired her story. Let us delve into the heart of her story, giving you the true story, and discover the enduring legacy of a queen who continues to captivate our imaginations. Through careful analysis and passionate exploration, we will piece together the fragments of her story, revealing a narrative that is as complex and fascinating as the queen herself. She was a real historical figure. Queen Khalifa's legacy endures, a testament to the power of storytelling and the enduring allure of mystery. Now keep in mind we will be using the word queen in the video, but Khalifa didn't call herself a queen, she called herself an empress. Also, the word black will be used out of context. So, Empress or Nusta Queen Khalifa, Calafia or Califia, is the Black Queen of the island of California. Queen Khalifa, where the state of California got its name. Her story is one that has been whispered through the ages, a tale of a queen whose very name conjures images of a land rich with mystery and wonder. Her name echoes through time, forever entwined with the very essence of California. The state itself, with its vast landscapes and diverse cultures, seems to carry the spirit of this legendary queen. But who was she really? And how did her name come to be associated with this land? Was she a myth? A figment of imagination spun from the threads of so-called created folklore to hide the real truth? Was she a real figure? A queen who once ruled over a land of untamed beauty and fierce warriors? These questions we will answer in this video. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. The stories tell of a queen who led an army of women, a ruler of a paradise island where gold was abundant and men were scarce. Could there be truth hidden beneath the layers of time? A forgotten queen awaiting rediscovery? Archaeologists and historians have long debated the existence of Queen Khalifa, sifting through ancient texts and artifacts in search of clues. Each discovery brings us a step closer to understanding the reality behind the legend. History offers us glimpses of Queen Khalifa's life. Medieval scrolls and tapestries depict scenes of her reign, blending historical events with mythical elements. These artifacts serve as windows into a past where the lines between reality and myth becomes clear. She emerges from the mists of time, a warrior queen of captivating strength and unwavering resolve. Her image, adorned in armor and leading her warriors into battle, has inspired countless tales of bravery and leadership. She stands as a symbol of power and resilience, a beacon of what it means to lead with courage. She represents a powerful symbol of female leadership and the untamed spirit of a land before colonization. Queen Khalifa is introduced as a regal black woman, courageous, strong of limb, and large of person, full in the bloom of womanhood, the most beautiful of a long line of queens who ruled over the mythical realm of California. She is said to be desirous of achieving great things. She wanted to see the world and plunder a portion of it with superior fighting ability, using her army of women warriors. The name Khalifa itself holds an allure, a melody that hints at exotic origins, a whisper of power that transcends time and space, and a connection to distant lands. Some scholars propose a captivating link between Khalifa and the Arabic word Khalifa, meaning successor or ruler. This intriguing connection suggests a lineage of leadership and authority, a heritage that is both rich and profound. This connection opens a doorway to a world of possibilities. Could Khalifa's lineage trace back to the mighty caliphates of the Moors' golden age, empires that stretched across North Africa and beyond? These empires were known for their advancements in science, culture, and governance, and their influence extended far and wide. Did her ancestors perhaps traverse the vast expanse of the Atlantic millions of years ago, carrying with them tales of powerful women rulers and the echoes of a rich cultural heritage as the Olmec are where they are ready here? Keep in mind, Turtle Island is a matriarch before the Christian colonizers. One name for America is Tamari. A matriarch is essentially the female head of a family, group, or society, exercising authority and influence, often due to their wisdom, experience, and leadership. While there's no single defining characteristic, matriarchs are often seen as protectors, nurturers, and respected elders, guiding their communities with compassion and wisdom. Imagine the stories and legends that would have been passed down through generations, tales of bravery, wisdom, and leadership. The very sound of her name evokes images of strength and authority. Khalifa, it rolls off the tongue, a regal pronouncement demanding respect and admiration. It conjures visions of a queen who stood tall and proud, a beacon of power in a world that often sought to silence women's voices. It speaks of a woman who defied expectations, a queen who carved her own destiny in a world dominated by men. She was not just a figurehead, but a leader who commanded armies, made strategic decisions, and inspired loyalty and respect from her subjects. The possibility of a connection between Khalifa being a title which means ruler adds another layer of intrigue to her story, a reminder of the interconnectedness of cultures and the enduring influence of powerful women throughout history. From the queens of ancient Egypt to the warrior women of the America and African kingdoms, the legacy of female leadership is a thread that weaves through the tapestry of human history. The name Khalifa, therefore, is not just a name. It is a symbol of a rich and diverse heritage, a testament to the strength and resilience of women who have shaped the course of history. Now, let's get more into the storyline. The movie Wonder Woman is really about Queen Khalifa. In the film, Diana, which means heavenly or divine, an Amazon princess leaves her home island of Themyscira during World War I after American pilot and spy Steve Trevor crash lands on the island and informs her about the ongoing conflict. Believing the war is orchestrated by Ares, the god of war, she sets out to stop him and end the suffering. This whole storyline is taken from the story of Queen Khalifa. History is interesting. The deeper one digs, the more likely one can find many possibly true stories and explanations for the same incident. Take the case of the origin of the name of the state of California. Although some historical documents suggest that California was named after Calida Fornax, hot furnace, and Calwi Fornos, meaning lime and furnace, there is growing interest in another possibly true story about the state's origin, that California was named after a black queen by the name of Queen Khalifa. Historians say that a Spanish Moor writer by the name of Garci Rodríguez de Montalvo the Moor wrote a widely popular novel called Las Sergas de Esplandián, The Adventures of Esplandián, around 1500. Las Sergas was staged on the island of California, said to be east of the Asian mainland. Garci Rodríguez de Montalvo the Moor wrote Las Sergas de Esplandián to conceal the truth. They added so-called fictional animals or beast to trick you. Garci Rodríguez de Montalvo was a black conquistador, a black Moor who made it to Queen Khalifa's island. Black conquistadors were individuals of African descent who participated in the Spanish conquest of the Americas, often as soldiers alongside white conquistadors. They were a diverse group, including both free men and former slaves who sought opportunities in the New World, some for freedom, others for financial gain, or a combination of both. The black conquistadors are responsible for covering up the truth. Know then that due east of the Indies there is an island called California, very near the locale called the Terrestrial Paradise. It was populated by black women with no men among them, for they lived in the fashion of Amazons. They possessed strong and firm bodies of ardent courage and great strength. Their island was the strongest in all the world, with steep cliffs and rocky shores. Their arms were decorated with gold, as were the harnesses of the horses they tamed and rode. Throughout the whole island, there was no other metal but gold. Khalifa was described as a black warrior queen who ruled the island of California. They were what you call Amazon women. Queen Khalifa was Amazon Inca princess turned queen or empress, a Nusta of the Inca people. In the Inca Empire, a princess, Nusta, was a highly noble or upper-class woman. Nustas were part of the Inca elite, often from powerful families or regions. They held significant social and political influence. Amazons were a tribe of female warriors, and they were often depicted as fierce and independent, rejecting traditional female roles and engaging in warfare, hunting, and farming. Amazon women are big, strong, warrior-like women, someone who reminds you of the black, dark-skinned women warriors, the Amazons. They were female warriors and hunters, known for their physical agility, strength, archery, riding skills, and the arts of combat. Their society was closed to men, and they raised only their daughters and returned their sons to their fathers, with whom they would only socialize briefly in order to reproduce. The Amazon women, commanded by their queen Khalifa, regularly undertook extensive military expeditions into the far corners of the world, from Scythia to Thrace, Asia Minor, and the Aegean Islands, reaching as far as Arabia and Egypt of the East. Besides military raids, the Amazons are also associated with the foundation of temples and the establishment of numerous ancient cities like Ephesus, Syme, Smyrna, Sinope, Myrina, Magnesia, Pygila, etc. Like we said, the island was inhabited only by black women who lived like Amazon warriors. Queen Khalifa wore armor made of gold and other metals, used weapons made of gold, and commanded an army of women and cougars. The women trained the cougars from birth as their pets and bred them to create a cougar army. Queen Khalifa commanded a fleet of ships with which she demanded tribute from surrounding lands, and she kept an aerial defense force of cougars, fabulous animals which were native to California, trained to kill any man. Legends paint a vivid picture of Khalifa's kingdom, an island paradise brimming with natural wealth and ruled by a society where women held the reins of power. This island was said to be a place of extraordinary beauty and abundance. Imagine stepping onto the shores of Khalifa's island realm. Lush forests teeming with exotic life would greet your eyes, while the air, heavy with the scent of wildflowers, would intoxicate your senses. Golden sunlight would dance upon pristine beaches, and the laughter of women would echo through the trees. In this remarkable society, women were not relegated to the shadows. They were the warriors, the leaders, the shapers of their own destiny. Khalifa ruled with wisdom and strength, her authority unquestioned, her people fiercely loyal. The island of California, as depicted in the legends surrounding Queen Khalifa, stands as a powerful symbol of female empowerment and a celebration of a world where women reigned supreme. The island of Khalifa was a technologically advanced society that combines ancient traditions with cutting-edge innovations. Their technology is often tied to their magical abilities and their unique relationship with the women Anunnaki. Some notable technological advancements include the healing ray, which can heal any illness and regrow limbs. They also utilize mahogany metal and gold in their creations. These unique materials are used in crafting advanced weapons, armor, and other tools. Additionally, Khalifa's island had a huge castle in the center point. The architecture incorporates futuristic, transparent buildings, blending Olmecs and Naga aesthetics with modern design. Khalifa's island back then had developed stealth technology so advanced that modern Earth scientists are still struggling to decipher it. This was given to them by extraterrestrials. They also gave them the use of quantum tunneling. In physics, quantum tunneling, barrier penetration, or simply tunneling is a quantum mechanical phenomenon in which an object such as an electron or atom passes through a potential energy barrier that, according to classical mechanics, should not be passable due to the object not having sufficient energy to pass or surmount the barrier. Tunneling is a consequence of the wave nature of matter, where the quantum wave function describes the state of a particle or other physical system, and wave equations such as the Schrödinger equation describing their behavior. The probability of transmission of a wave packet through a barrier decreases exponentially with the barrier height, the barrier width, and the tunneling particle's mass. So tunneling is seen most prominently in low-mass particles, such as electrons or protons, tunneling through microscopically narrow barriers. The government knows about this island and made it into a fictional island to the public, while they study it in secret. Also, the whole state of California, Central America, parts of South America, and parts of West Canada was Khalifa land and ruled by Queen Khalifa the Incan. Khalifa's Island, also known as codename Paradise Island, is the second home of the Amazons, named after their prior home in what is now modern-day Brazil. The island has undergone several changes in location and appearance over the years due to plate shifts. In ancient times, the Amazons gathered and formed their peaceful matriarchal society of Amazonia with the backing of Anunnaki goddess Inanna, who is also known as Aset and Isis. Also, with the help of Hathor, who is Mother Ninti Anu's daughter. They gave them technology. Amazonia quickly became a flourishing, successful nation, but male warriors became bitter at taunts that they could not defeat a bunch of women who they refused to kill. For over 3,000 years, the island flourished until the first Black Moors, who were called Spanish conquistadores, came. The story centers upon a great battle for Constantinople. The Emperor of Constantinople refers to the ruler of the Byzantine Empire, also known as the Eastern Roman Empire, with its capital in Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul. The Byzantine Empire emerged from the eastern half of the Roman Empire after its division in the late 4th century CE. Emperor Constantine I, also known as Constantine the Great, played a crucial role in establishing the Byzantine Empire. He moved the capital of the Roman Empire to Byzantium in 330 CE, renaming it Constantinople. In 1453, the Byzantine Empire fell when Constantinople was conquered by the Ottoman Turks under Mehmed II. In summary, the Emperor of Constantinople was the powerful and influential ruler of the Byzantine Empire, which played a vital role in history and culture for over 1,000 years. Queen Khalifa convinced to raise an army of women warriors. In the 1400 BC, Queen Khalifa, her warrior women, and a large flock of trained cougars set sail from California, headed to the city where she and her allies beat back the defending Christian forces. They were joining the Muslim Moors' battle against Christians Moors, Romans, who are defending Constantinople. After releasing man-eating cougars to attack the enemy's soldiers, Queen Khalifa gains the upper hand in the battle, only to realize that cougars were also attacking young male allies. Montalvo's metaphor for the destructive, godless disorder of her female power. In the siege, the cougars harm enemy and friendly forces, so they are withdrawn. Now think about this. The slang term cougar is used to describe an older woman who actively seeks younger male partners for romantic or sexual relationships. The term, which originated in California and Canada, which is Khalifa land, is a reference to the predatory nature of the feline animal, suggesting that the woman is actively hunting for a younger mate. Cougar women hang out at bars and get-togethers to attack, or should I say to attract young men with stiff pockets and a stiff you-know-what? Cougars and pumas are the same animal. They are both different names for the same species, scientifically known as puma concolor. The puma name is more commonly used in Latin America, while cougar is more frequently used in North America, but they refer to the same large cat. Other common names include mountain lion, panther, and catamount. Cougar instincts primarily revolve around survival and reproduction. They are naturally solitary ambush predators, known for their stealth, patience, and ability to take down prey much larger than themselves. Their instincts drive them to hunt, stalk, and kill prey, often by suffocating the victim's throat. They also have a strong instinct to cache their kills for later consumption and to avoid scavengers. Cougars are highly skilled hunters, using stealth, patience, and ambush tactics to stalk and pounce on their prey. They are capable of taking down prey several times their size. Animal instincts are innate, inherited behaviors that are crucial for survival and reproduction. These automatic actions are not learned, they are programmed into an animal's genetic makeup and are typically species-specific. Examples of instincts include nest building, hunting, mating rituals, and care for offspring. So based on the instincts the cougars, they felt both sides were no good and they were right. Queen Khalifa and her ally, a dirty Moor who was a converted Christian posing as a Muslim, fight in single combat against the Christian leaders, a Moorish king and his son, a Knight of Templar, where the Morons sold her out to the Christian Moors. The story ends with the Christians defeating the invaders. Queen Khalifa is captured and taken prisoner, and she faked converting into Christianity. She was forced to marry to a Moorish Christian Knight of Templar, the cousin of Prince of Great Britain, and returns with the remainder of her army to California for further adventures. This narrative is the Moor, Montalvo's reaction to the fall of Constantinople in 1453. This event was a catalyst for the Age of Exploration, and ultimately, the colonization of the Americas and Africa. Although Montalvo the Moor would never set foot in the Americas, his myth would inspire Black Spanish conquistadores during their expeditions in the 1500 BC. Each discovery brings us a step closer to understanding the reality behind the legend. History offers us glimpses of Queen Khalifa's life. Medieval scrolls and tapestries depict scenes of her reign, blending historical events with mythical elements. These artifacts serve as windows into a past where the lines between reality and myth becomes clear. The Black A. Moors Spanish conquistadores wrote the novel to cover up the Black matriarch in the Americas. They know Queen Khalifa is a real person. They have her in their hidden records of the hidden history of Turtle Island. She emerges from the mists of time, a warrior queen of captivating strength and unwavering resolve. Her image, adorned in armor and leading her warriors into battle, has inspired countless tales of bravery and leadership. She stands as a symbol of power and resilience, a beacon of what it means to lead with courage. She represents a powerful symbol of female leadership and the untamed spirit of a land before colonization. Black Spanish conquistadores were to make her story look like pure fantasy. She is a figure who transcends time, her story evolving with each generation. She beckons us to explore the rich tapestry of California's past, a past where the cover-up is now exposed. The landscapes of California, with their rugged beauty and diverse ecosystems, seem to echo the spirit of Queen Khalifa. Her legend invites us to look beyond the surface, to seek out the hidden stories that shape our understanding of history. Khalifa's reign, however, was not without its share of conflict. Her rule was marked by numerous battles and skirmishes, each one a testament to her strategic brilliance and unyielding spirit. She was a queen who thrived in the chaos of war, her name becoming synonymous with both fear and respect across the lands. Legend speaks of her involvement in a daring military campaign, a clash of empires that pitted her forces against the might of the Byzantine Empire. This was no ordinary conflict. It was a monumental struggle that would test the limits of her leadership and the resolve of her warriors. The Byzantine Empire, known for its formidable military and strategic acumen, was a daunting adversary. This audacious venture would see Khalifa leading her army across vast distances, her warriors renowned for their skill and ferocity. They marched through treacherous terrains, undeterred by the challenges that lay ahead. Each step they took was a step towards glory, their spirits unbroken by the hardships of the journey. Picture the scene. Khalifa, adorned in battle garb, her eyes ablaze with determination, stands at the helm of her flagship. The wind touzles her hair as she surveys the horizon, her mind sharp and focused on the task at hand. Her presence alone is enough to inspire her troops, her unwavering resolve a beacon of hope in the face of uncertainty. Her fleet of warships cuts through the waves, the banners of her kingdom billowing in the wind. Each ship is a testament to her kingdom's naval prowess, their sleek designs and formidable armaments a sight to behold. The sea itself seems to part in deference to her passage, the waves whispering tales of her impending conquest. Their destination, the legendary city of Constantinople, the jewel of the Byzantine Empire. A city of immense wealth and strategic importance, Constantinople was a prize coveted by many. Its walls, towering and seemingly impregnable, stood as a challenge to any who dared to dream of conquest. Why would Khalifa risk such a perilous expedition? What drove her to embark on a journey fraught with danger and uncertainty? The answers to these questions lie in the very essence of her character, a queen who was never content with the status quo, always seeking new horizons to conquer. What drove her to challenge an empire far larger than her own? Was it sheer ambition? A desire to etch her name in the annals of history? Or was it a deeper, more profound motivation? A need to prove herself, to show the world that she was a force to be reckoned with? Perhaps she sought to expand her territory, driven by ambition and a thirst for conquest. The allure of new lands, the promise of untold riches and power, these were temptations that few could resist. For Khalifa, the expansion of her realm was not just a goal, but a destiny she was determined to fulfill. Or maybe she was answering a call to aid her allies, demonstrating unwavering loyalty and a willingness to fight for those under her protection. In a world where alliances were often fragile and fleeting, Khalifa's commitment to her allies set her apart. She was a queen who valued loyalty above all else, willing to risk everything for the sake of her friends and allies. Whatever her motivations, Khalifa's siege of Constantinople cemented her place in the annals of legend, solidifying her image as a warrior queen of unparalleled courage and military prowess. The siege itself was a masterclass in strategy and determination, a testament to her ability to lead and inspire. Her legacy, forged in the fires of battle, would endure for generations, a shining example of what it meant to be a true leader.